Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. With that, we're off to the Rocky Mountains. Standing by in Denver, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Broncos Stadium at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, the 135th pick of the draft back in 2016 from Mississippi State.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
So I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide, it doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw is Prescott. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Prescott from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Under review.
Touchdown, Broncos.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So Doug Marrone's Jaguars set to take over. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
2nd and 9 now. He completes this to Russell Gage. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check.
A 4th-round pick in 2018. Chase Edmonds with a carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Caught right side, Jerron Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hudson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line.
Just like that. Just like that.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Get it.
The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth.
Makes the score Broncos 7.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store with Dak Prescott. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love? Four verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big arm.
You see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move lateral.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it.
That's our ball, baby. That's our ball.
Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
On the play. Eventually recovered by the offense. Result of the play, first down and 10.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
Complete to Des Bryant. A gain of 9.
Go, go, go.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott, wide open receiver, complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Come on now, let's go.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific at.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Fournette running out of the gun. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Here's Damian Harris, 3rd rounder from Alabama. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get now a hit and a loose football.
Let's go, baby.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ready, ready. 30 base.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
The linebacker Preston Brown brings him down. Second and 15. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
Boom! That's how we do it.
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Ready? Shoot!
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line ready to go. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A shotgun give to Fournette.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 24-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Throwing, Prescott. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards on the ground. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Give them 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Leonard Fournette His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Now Parkey for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Kareem Martin up to make the tackle.
Mike, check, 59.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Curtis Riley there on the tackle.
He was brought down by Curtis Riley. It's a gain of 1.
Prescott. And it's complete. Hooper. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Fournette, a first down carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
It's a jet sweep. Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Jaguars.
Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Right there. Down, baby.
The And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down.
Pick your game up.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Mario Addison able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
9:51. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott, and his throw is incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Prescott now. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's going to have to hook up to Gage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Fournette. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. This is more like
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, dude.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. They go play action here on first down. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And again, it's Prescott. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll toss it to Fournette.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter. Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box, and guess what? If you're going to do that...
Oh, Prescott stripped.
All day, baby. All day. We coming all day.
So 2 disastrous running plays, and now they face a 3rd and very long. Now Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
Incomplete on the jump ball. It's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. Open man here is Prohl. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Ready?
Draw play, Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
94. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike's the 59.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. First down.
But because of their red man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looks like
he'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're trying to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one, maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
The tackle made by
Check, 59.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Rashawn Gary on the tackle.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Now 3rd and
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Snell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now back to throw, and he slings one that's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Snell. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down, 50, plant.
50 wants the money. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
the shotgun. He'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. Second and 6. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Prohl, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Dak Prescott on the offense heading back onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. To throw again on second down. Prescott. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Prescott to throw it. His throw incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Leonard Fournette. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Austin Hooper.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Second and 3. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a third and 3. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hudson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a first and 10. Draw play, and it's Snell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Ready. Hit it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. On the screen, this is Edmonds.
On the
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
60 Pittsburgh.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
A gain of 15. First down.
And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Ready, set.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 18.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Let go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
It's now
2nd and 10. And he fires one incomplete. His intended receiver, the tight end, Caleb Wilson. And now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Hustle.
Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with the flag. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? He'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
at the 29-yard line.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. 2 running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Prescott from the gun, looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Prescott off play action. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 12-yard line.
Prescott now. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
It's second down and 10.
Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That second down play nets a -4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Parkey on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll drop the throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Maurice Harris.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Broncos, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.